And once again, we return to that all-new installment that we'll probably never see again, Fearless and/or Brave. Probably with some fancy classical music playing in the background, where I asked Greg, did you follow up with your mom about that Snow White mantra?
I did not. I completely forgot about that, honestly.
Dang. Well, we have to do this segment at least one more time then, so at least when I stole that fancy classical music, which is probably royalty-free, it wasn't for nothing. Anyways, welcome to Under the Bridge, everybody.
Welcome to Under the Bridge.
I'm Cody, aka the Scarlet Troll, pronouns he, him.
And I am Greg, aka Greg, also pronouns he, him.
And this is our podcast where we talk news of the pop culture variety. Sometimes gaming news, sometimes comic news, pretty much always movie news, and also pretty much always a movie review. So make sure to ring the like button, smash that bell, and share the video around if you're into that sort of thing, because it really helps us out, and we appreciate it. And I've been fighting Audacity for the better part of the last 20 minutes.
Oh, the audacity.
I hope you can hear this. I hope you can hear this applause.
I did not hear what you just did, I'm afraid.
I just went into a slow, just steadily increasing in tempo clap, because look at Mr. Funny Man over here. You should start a podcast.
You know what, I should. I start a podcast with you where we talk about, like, movies and games and shit.
Yeah, what am I saying? It'll never catch on. So we had a Nintendo Direct this week. We're gonna have another.
We did. A week before we have another one.
Great. At least they didn't put on April Fools. Can you even imagine?
Oh my god, that would be horrific.
Yeah. I mean, they're still trying to convince us that Metroid Prime 4 exists, which... No, it doesn't.
No.
Don't you lie to me like that. Nintendo, I thought we were friends. I give you my money, you continue to make Pokemon not worth it.
I was gonna say, it's like, you continue to give me games. Like, the best I can do is give you Pokemon games with bad graphics.
I'll take it. 100%. I mean, we did get a part of the Direct focused on Pokemon Legends ZA, introducing the ZA Royale with cheese.
For real.
Or as it's known in Unova, the ZA Quarter Pounder. I'm telling you, I expect at least 5 YouTube videos playing through this game to have the title ZA Royale with cheese. And if they don't, we've failed as a species. Thanos was right.
No, for me, the whole thing with Pokemon ZA, because I refuse to call it by its proper name, was the whole thing where they were going over the ranking system. You go from rank Z to rank A, I was just like, wow, how exquisite!
Yeah, how original. It's like it's the alphabet or something.
Oh my god, we get to take a drunk driver test while playing Pokemon. Can you do the alphabet backwards? No, too bad.
Brace yourself. ZYXWVU TSRQ PLNM LKJ IHGF EDCBA.
Well, yeah, but you're sober.
Can you do that?
Oh, no. I couldn't do that sober or drunk.
Yeah, get Shrek. No, I find it interesting, though, because apparently when night falls, Lumio City turns into a goddamn Thunderdome.
Yeah, so it's funny, because it's like I saw that, and I was just like, so they basically stole a gameplay device from Need for Speed Heat.
That's a thing?
Yeah, so in Need for Speed Heat, the game is split up into 2 cycles in day and night. When you're racing during the day, all the street races are legitimate street races, or like fully organized races. Police don't interact and anything like that. And the cops in the day section may as well not exist. When you're doing the night races, all of the races that happen at night are actually full-bore illegal street races, and the local police force that's out at the night is basically trying to kill you and steal your car.
Huh. But yeah, no, apparently there's a big competition.
Just no reaction to that.
where you can ambush trainers, and I guess if you make your way up to rank A, you get a wish. Some of them are reasonable, like the one who wants to organize a marathon. Some, like the guy who wants to outlaw all forms of transit other than taxis, are psychotic.
If you want an animal exploitation challenge and got your one wish, what would it be? That you can say on this podcast.
I'm not sure I have anything that won't get me in trouble with somebody.
Okay, then never mind.
I mean, I guess there's $100 million. That might be nice.
100 million. I would probably shoot for like 300 million, just to be safe.
No, 100 mil, you can give people some money, you can do some good shit with the rest of it, and then, like, you can sit on a good chunk of it, but you're not scum of the earth, you know? Once you start getting higher than that, you kind of gotta do something with it.
Fair.
I'm not sure what qualifies you to be in the top 1%, but I feel like 100 mil is pretty calmly below it, you know?
Right.
Maybe I'd blow some of it on getting Marvel to make an Eternals sequel.
Eternals? What's that? Oh, we'll get to that, I'm sure.
Anyways, let's get beyond the Pokemon Thunderdome.
Mm-hmm.
See what I did there?
Oh, okay.
I like how at the very start, I mean, sure, there was the Dragon Quest HD 2D remake, but right after that, there was Something for You, which is the new AI Somnium Files game. No Sleep Till Brooklyn. I mean, No Sleep for whatever his name is.
No Sleep for Konami Date.
Konami Dante. No, that's Capcom.
Konami Date.
Minami K? I don't know. Something for Me, which is the Rhino remastered, and then something that would make both of us go, what the fuck, which is Edgy Pac-Man.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Love it.
I was very happy and very, very surprised by the news of a new Somnium Files game, considering I had just gotten into the series. I had literally just gotten my hands on the sequel to the first Somnium File games, and I'm just like, I'm having a good time with this, and Nintendo's like, you know what you need? Another one. It's just like, alright, cool.
I'm not complaining, I'll take it.
You know, I wasn't asking for it, but I'll take it, yeah. I think it comes out, 2 months from now, I believe?
Something like that.
Yeah. For the uninitiated, if this is the point where you're thinking, oh, so Greg's gonna talk about how the game is, right? I could not do justice to this game. You need to just sit down and play it.
Him trying to describe AI Somnium Files is like me trying to describe hundreds of beavers.
Yeah, what I will say is that is, by far and away, at least from the games I've played outside of racing games that have story, or at least good story, it is by far the funniest game I've ever played, and also one of the most compelling.
Nice.
Holy crap, this game.
Other than that, I feel like the main highlights, at least for me, are Marvel Cosmic Invasion, and even then, mostly just because, holy shit, what is Quasar doing here?
Right.
I mean, okay, Nova? Alright, cool, fine, yeah, whatever, but fucking Quasar? What the hell? How'd you get in here?
They haven't cared about your ass since...
Ever!
Yeah.
Frankly, ever. No, wait. Was she? No, she's not the one who was in the end of Guardians 3, was she? What was her name?
You would be better equipped to answer that than I would.
Hold on, I don't remember the character's name. The little girl with the glowy hands, you know? Yes! Okay! Thank God! Phyla Vel! That was it! It was on the tip of my tongue.
I'm guessing by the last name that this is a variant of Marvel.
Daughter.
Oh, okay.
For obvious reasons, I doubt that's the case in the MCU, but... I mean, it could happen. Could be the case. Except it's implied the high evolutionary... This is I'm getting out of... Which is kind of normal for this show, but I won't have it.
No, understandable.
No more tangents, which reminds me of a thing. And also, their weird new plan for sharing digital games, which...
I don't know how I feel about this overall. Depending on which part of it you ask me about, I'm either completely indifferent or I don't care for it.
I think it's not the worst thing, and I appreciate them making the effort. However, if you don't have a physical copy of your games, you don't own your games.
Exactly. That's the big thing more than anything else.
Physical media is king, kids. And adults!
Yes. Yeah, that was the big thing where I was like, it's a virtual game card. I'm like, no the fuck it isn't. You're just adding more steps to owning digital content, which, if anything, just makes it more transparent that people don't actually own their digital content.
Yeah, if it's a virtual game card, I'm the Queen of England. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you're the Queen of England, that means you're surrounded by corgis.
It also means I'm deceased.
Well, that too.
Huh. Well, this has been fun. Bye, everybody. I mean, not a bad direct, all things considered.
No, it was pretty good, especially since it's allegedly the last direct for the regular Nintendo Switch.
Damn, yeah. What a journey it's been.
Indeed.
Much like the journey to release for Coyote vs. Acme, which has officially been saved!
That's a good segue.
Thank you! I was working on that for 5 seconds. I'm very proud. But no, it's official. Ketchup Entertainment confirmed that they have completed a deal for worldwide rights to Coyote vs. Acme, which is expected to get a theatrical release in 2026. Hot dang!
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this when the deal was in talks last week, so I don't want to go too deep into it, because I've been there before, but it's releasing. Good. I hope it's good. Now, that's all that's left, is to hope it's good, and hope it gets the marketing push it needs to actually succeed theatrically.
That would be lovely. That just to stick it to them.
But wouldn't that be funny if it blows up and makes a ton of money, leaving Warner Brothers to sit there, look at Zazzle, and go,
"You fucking moron."
All this because you don't like cartoons, huh?
Yeah, or paying taxes, or paying for royalties.
Yeah, you fucking idiot. Good old Zazzle Dazzle.
Right.
In other movie release news of me clipping through this at a rapid pace, sand crabbing out, we now have a release date, or at least a release window. No, a date. Yes, it is in fact a date. For the live-action Legend of Zelda movie.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I was saying, is this something we've talked about before? Because I do not remember this.
Yeah, no, Avi Arad and Tom Rothman are producers, which does not inspire confidence, but Wes Ball, who directed Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, is directing, so that gives me a little bit of hope. Sony's releasing it, ironically enough.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Sony Pictures is releasing the Zelda movie, how about that?
There's never been such a crazier Zelda crossover than Zelda on the ColecoVision?
CDI.
CDI, thank you.
Yeah. I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos! My ship leaves in the morning. I wonder what's for dinner.
Yeah, it was one of those failed game consoles.
Yeah, right up there at the Hotel Mario. Woo!
What?
Yeah, Hotel Mario.
What? This is news to me. Hold on, I have to look this up.
I said no more tangents, but while you're looking that up, this reminds me of a thing.
Hotel Mario is a 1994 fantasy puzzle video game. You must find Princess Toadstool by going through 7 hotels. Your kingdom. Oh, this already sounds horrible.
Right, doesn't it just?
Anyways,
the thing I was going to say about this movie, the release date, March 26th, 2027.
Oh, okay, so we're a decent ways away from it.
2 years out. I wonder who they're gonna get as Link.
Timothy Chalamet?
If it was Twilight Princess, maybe.
Well, do we know what kind of era or whatever of Zelda we're going for? Okay.
No clue. All we know is it's live action.
Man. You know, it's funny. Me and a coworker of mine were talking about different movies and whatnot, and of course it's the thing of basically the whole concept of the crossover between movie quality and how critics see it versus general audience members. And we talked about the Mario movie, because the Mario movie is one that critics weren't, super crazy about, but everyone else was like, no, this is a good time. What the
Case in point, I like it. I don't think it's amazing.
Well, granted, you're more analytical of movies than I am. I think it's amazing, personally. We're not here for that.
No.
But it is the thing of that movie, even though it was a really good time, is very clearly written by a calculator. But it's this is still a really good time that has infinite replayability. A live-action Zelda movie does not give me that confidence.
That's great, Captain. And this is where we put in Mr. Blue Sky. Oh, that's good. That's very good.
Excellent.
I mean, the main thing that gives me any kind of confidence is Wes Ball directing, because he directed Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which was one of my favorite movies of last year?
Yeah, I think Planet of the Apes came out last year.
Tell you what, if they actually made a musical like in The Simpsons, I'd watch that.
Ooh, you've seen the Japanese Zelda dancing commercial, right?
Yeah.
What if they insert that into the movie?
Look, as long as the movie doesn't start with... As long as the trailer doesn't start with, "This is the Kingdom of Hyrule. We built this city!"
It probably will.
It probably will.
It'll probably start with "This is the Kingdom of Hyrule," but it would be absolutely amazing if you call both that and the song choice.
That's not even mine. I stole that from somewhere else. I don't remember where. That'd be just, I'm retching inside just thinking about it. And outside.
Oh, Jesus. Now we have to clean it up on aisle 4.
Well, I'll leave it for the next guy.
Aisle N64.
What
Your
have I
silence
done?
is deafening.
What have
Your
I
silence is deafening.
Greg, what have I created? What have I unleashed?
I'm proud of that one, too.
Yeah, you should be. That was good.
Oh, Jesus.
I have nothing left to teach you. I must go now. My time has come.
You were the teacher, now I am the master.
Spirit realm with me. Oh, hi, Uguay. So I got a minor bit of casting news.
Okay.
Yeah, fresh off of, the Avengers Doomsday cast whole list is available. But other than that, the real talking point here is that Nathan Fillion is going to be reprising his role as Guy Gardner in the Lantern series at HBO.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah! No, that's pretty
Okay.
interesting news.
Yeah, that's good.
We don't know how involved he's going to be, but we do know he's there. I wouldn't imagine he's got too big of a role because it sounds like this is mainly going to focus on Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, but I like Nathan Fillion, and Guy Gardner's entertaining.
You don't sound particularly confident there.
Look, I'd say he's a fun character, but really he's fun because he's an asshole and other people take the piss out of him.
So he's basically Lantern's Booster Gold.
Don't you sully Booster's name.
How
How dare you? Guy Gardner's such a punk-ass bitch that Batman laid him out with one punch.
Oh, really?
He's got a Green Lantern ring. Batman knocked him out with one punch.
Nice.
Don't get me wrong, it's Batman. I'm not... No shade, except the shade cast by that massive fucking cape. But... just laid him the fuck out. No, Guy Gardner's... He's an idiot.
From the little glimpse that we saw of him in the trailer, it's just like, you don't look like a smart individual.
You saw Dr. Horrible sing-along blog, right?
That does not ring a bell.
God damn it. He's basically Captain Hammer. I mean, he's a little bit better than Captain Hammer, but not by a lot.
Okay.
Which is ironic because that's also Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, unfortunately, I know Nathan Fillion's been in a lot of things, but the main thing that I know him from at this point, just because it's something that constantly pops up on my feed, is the fact that he still plays a character in a police TV show called The Rookie.
Huh.
Yeah, and it's just the thing of, look, I know. And it's the thing of, look, guys, Fillion's been at this for a while. You can show me things from series outside of The Rookie.
Ironically enough, I feel like I mainly recognize him from Firefly, even though I still haven't finished Firefly. But also Dr. Horrible sing-along blog.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see how big of a role he's got in this, but excited to see him. Excited to see some interconnectivity here. That's cool. But, oh yeah, but small thing, they released a cast list for Avengers Doomsday after an insufferable 5.5-hour live stream.
That was actually ridiculous. I hated everything. I didn't stick around for the whole thing, but it was a thing of, I was on YouTube and saw that, like, Marvel was having a stream, like, alright, we'll check this out, and it just shows,
A chair.
for those who didn't catch it, it just shows the back of a actor chair, or whatever the fuck the technical term for these chairs is called, with the names of an actor. I'm just like, alright, cool. What's next? And it just stays on the shot of their name for 10, 15 minutes, something ridiculous like that. And then there's a little bit of music plays, and then it goes on to the next person. They did that transition once, and I was just like, yeah, I can't do this.
Yeah.
This is genuinely insufferable.
I'll love with you. This Avengers movie's a hard sell for me right now. And I never thought I'd say that. Well, okay. Until last Comic-Con, I never thought I'd say that.
Fair. This is a case of, oh my goodness, what does the world come to? Cody is on the fence about a new Marvel movie. Just want to emphasize, on the fence. This has never happened before. Times are changing.
This has happened before with Marvel movies. It just hasn't happened with an Avengers movie. Case in point, Thor: Love and Thunder. Let's not pretend I was particularly anything other than cautious about that one.
Yeah, but it's not like you weren't. Well, granted, I mean, we're knowing us, we are absolutely going to go see Doomsday. The curiosity would probably do it to us more than anything else.
They gotta get me a trailer. They gotta get me a trailer. I'll probably be on board as soon as we get a trailer, but
I am eager for a trailer because I feel like, depending on how the trailer goes, that'll objectively be the funniest episode of this podcast.
Or the worst. Or it'll be the most miserable experience of both of our lives, just me sitting there grumbling about the whole... Which I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna do it here anyway. You don't have to
He's
sit
doing
here
it right now.
I'm doing it right now. Because, I mean, just...
He's doing it live.
Okay, so they in order, here's the reveals.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Hemsworth is back as Thor. Alright, cool. Yep, alright. I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. Vanessa Kirby as the Invisible Woman. Okay, yep. Fantastic Four should be expected to be in this because it's Avengers, Doomsday. So, they're going to be involved. That makes sense. Yep, 100%. Anthony Mackie is Captain America. Great. Yep. And I mean, I expected it considering,
there was just a movie for him, a month ago.
Yeah. Sebastian Stan's back as Bucky. Cool. Yep, good. Letitia Wright's back as Black Panther. Joy.
we can deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I respect Wakanda Forever for the fact that it even manages to exist as a coherent movie, and I respect the fact that it was in many ways, very evidently a method of coping with the loss of a friend and coworker by everybody who worked on that movie, and I respect that. But I still think Shuri was the worst pick for Black Panther, not the worst. Ross would have been a worse pick.
That Ross would have been hilarious.
From a comedy perspective, it would have been funny. From a
compelling storytelling perspective, it would have been bad.
Awful. We'd be calling for the writers' heads on pikes.
Yes,
and rightfully so. Anyways,
I give you the White Panther. No, you cannot call him that.
Why not? Sam called Bucky that.
Fair.
Paul Rudd's back as Ant-Man. Glad to see it.
Mm-hmm.
All problems with Quantumania aside, I have no problems with Scott Lang or Paul Rudd, so happy to see him back.
Right.
Wyatt Russell back as U.S. Agent. Alright, that's cool. Tenoch Huerta Mejia as Nate... I'm so sorry, because I probably pronounced that name terribly, and I'm real bad. I'm so bad at it. As Namor. I know it's Namor in the comics, but it's clearly Namor here in the movie, so I'm gonna go with that. That's actually interesting. I kind of figured, after he got some allegations thrown at him, we weren't gonna see him again. But nothing's really ever come of those, so who knows?
Right.
Ebon Moss-Bachrach as the Thing. Alright, yep. I mean, it's kind of weird that they spaced out the Fantastic Four like this, but by the time we got to the next one, I realized what they were gonna do, and I hate myself for it that I was right.
Nah.
Simu Liu's back as Shang-Chi. Yes.
Good.
Yes. Alright.
Literally have not heard anything from the Shang-Chi side of things in ever.
Yeah. Florence Pugh's back as Yelena. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey Grammer is back as Beast. That was a little surprising, but that gave me some hope. I was like, oh, okay, so they're not completely sweeping the Marvels under the rug. That's good, but just you wait. Just you wait. Louis Pullman as the Sentry. Okay, glad to know he apparently survives Thunderbolts. I guess same with Yelena and U.S. Agent, but let's be realistic, they weren't gonna kill them.
Yeah, but still a little bit of a spoiler for that movie.
Yeah, still great of them to totally not give away who makes it out of Thunderbolts. Danny Ramirez is back as the Falcon. Awesome, cool, I liked him. He was fun. Joseph Quinn is Human Torch. Yeah, I wasn't expecting any of the Fantastic Four to, die in Fantastic Four. So... okay. David Harbour is Red Guardian. That's a little surprising. I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead. Winston Duke is back as M'Baku. Phenomenal. Never enough of him.
Yes.
Give him his own movie, goddammit, and a Disney Plus show.
I was to say, at least a mini-series.
Give him his own multi-season show. I'll watch it. Hannah John Kamen's back as Ghost. Okay, I wasn't really expecting her to die just because she hasn't been around long enough for us to get attached. Tom Hiddleston's back as Loki, which shouldn't...
Yeah, that was one I was just like, huh, okay.
I expected it because of the fact that for the multiverse to collapse, you kind of have to get through Loki. So, I expected it, but I also thought maybe they'd just gloss over it and be like, well, who really watched the show? I did. I liked it. It's the best thing you've done since you started doing TV stuff, Marvel Studios.
Right.
And this is where it all starts to go downhill. Patrick Stewart's back as Professor X.
Which was a surprise.
That was very surprising. I was very confused, but also delighted, and then it got worse. Because then, I'm just gonna run through the next few. Ian McKellen's back as Magneto, Alan Cummings back as Nightcrawler, Rebecca Romijn is back as Mystique, and James Marsden is back as Cyclops. Great. Not done milking that nostalgia cow, I see.
Oh, fuck no. You wouldn't expect anything less from these people.
And on the one hand, I shouldn't get too mad because of the fact that, you know, the movies that made all the money were the big multiverse cameo fests, but I'm still mad about it. Because they're not the worst movies of the multiverse saga, but they're also not the best.
Right.
And it's a little disappointing to see that. So, at this point, I finally realized, because I wasn't really, watching the stream, I was keeping up with updates, and then I got back on the stream itself, and I realized, the musical cues are all related to who the character is. Okay, and we're currently on the X-Men. And then the music from when the Deadpool Corps and Deadpool and Wolverine start showing up. So I'm rubbing my hands together going, oh, heck yeah, it's either Jackman or it's Reynolds. Who's it gonna be? Channing Tatum's back as Gambit. Fuck you! I don't fucking care!
It's like, oh yes, we get that sweet, sweet Tatum, thick-ass Louisiana accent.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy for him that he got to play the character again, but outside of Deadpool and Wolverine, I don't really care. Okay? There are so many other characters I'm more invested in seeing than Channing Tatum getting yet another run at Gambit. And then I thought, okay, there's still time. And then they revealed Pedro Pascal's coming back as Mr. Fantastic. First of all, no shit!
Well, that's the thing for me. When I saw Channing Tatum, I kind of just tapped out completely because I realized I was going to hear more about this whole thing from you later. And at that point, I realized, wait, no, they haven't said Pedro Pascal. Wouldn't it be something if they accidentally spoiled the fuck out of Fantastic Four?
First of all, no shit Pedro Pascal was coming back. You've already revealed 3 of the 4 Fantastic Four. You're not going to kill any of them off in the first fucking movie. I know you're not. Second of all, the way you spaced them out, I knew it was coming. His is the second to last one, because you know who's last. Robert Downey Jr. back as Dr. Doom. He walks onto the set, down to the end of the row of chairs, sits down at his, cheekily looks at the camera and just makes a shushing motion. It's just shush for what? Shush for what? Fuck you. That's the end of the stream. Great. So, welcome to the new Avengers movie, I guess, where 2/3 of the cast are the Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, and fucking X-Men, and most of the Avengers we get are from the Infinity Saga. What the fuck?
With a noticeable absence of people like Spider-Man and...
And then I have a list. I have a fucking list. It's not even a full list. It's just who I can think of, alright? So...
Yeah.
where the fuck is War Machine? Where the fuck is Hulk? Where the fuck is Doctor Strange? Where's Wong? Where's Spider-Man? Where's Scarlet Witch? Where's Vision? Where's any of the Guardians of the Galaxy? Any of the Eternals? Where are either of the Hawkeyes? Where's Moon Knight? Where's She-Hulk? Where's Ironheart? Where the fuck are all the Multiverse Saga characters? You know, where are all the new people you introduced in the multiverse?
The whole thing that you've been building towards for the last, what has it been, 6 years?
Sorry, we're too busy throwing up all these nostalgia trips for these and I don't mean movies released in the mid-90s, I mean movies that were mid in the late 90s. Did we all just fucking forget that the X-Men movies, on the whole, aren't good? Have we all forgotten this? Because I feel like we did!
But it's okay, it's under Marvel's umbrella again, so the next ones will be a good time, I'm sure.
The next ones! So why are we jerking off these? I mean, don't get me wrong, I acknowledge that's a dismissive take, and they went a long way towards realizing the potential of comic movies on screen, because if the X-Men movies hadn't happened when they did, the odds are that the MCU as we know it does not exist. I understand that. These movies have not aged particularly well, and they are responsible for some really bad trends, both in superhero movie making and the X-Men as a whole.
Right.
So, I'm not particularly enthused by this list. Because you know what this says to me? This says to me that in this movie that was formerly about Kang and is now allegedly about Doom, what it's actually gonna be is Avengers vs. X-Men. And I don't give a fuck.
Was that a thing in the comics, Avengers vs. X-Men?
Yes, that was a whole thing. It was about the Phoenix Force coming back to Earth, and the Avengers want to contain it, and the X-Men want to use it to kickstart the mutant race again because Wanda did a genocide. Whoops.
Wanda did a genocide.
Okay, technically, it wasn't a genocide in the strictest sense of the word. She just removed the X gene from most mutants and made it so no more mutants were popping up. So, I mean, she didn't technically kill anybody except for all the people who died mid losing their powers or killed themselves because of the loss of identity that came with their powers or in a misguided attempt to get their powers back. But, she didn't directly kill anybody, so it's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Wanda.
I feel like there's I forget the dude's name, but just one uber powerful dude who's watching all this go by. I was like, you have certain wits about you. I have someone here that you can train. Let me introduce you to my son, Paul.
Oh, man.
Learning about Paul was a fucking mistake. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. No, I feel really cynical about this.
Mm-hmm.
This feels cynical.
Mm.
Also, you notice most of the Thunderbolts cast is listed here except for one person. There's no sign of Taskmaster.
Oh, that's right. So Taskmaster is probably fucking dead.
Either Taskmaster's dead or they're in on the joke.
Right.
That's really... I like that. That's actually pretty funny.
Mm.
They're like, yeah, the whole Thunderbolts cast is back. What about Taskmaster? The whole cast!
What is this Master of Task that you speak of?
Fuck bringing back Mystique. I don't give a fuck about Mystique. We've had entirely too damn many movies with Mystique. The amount of Mystique we already got is why so many of the X-Men movies sucked in the first place.
Having her there just takes away the mystique of this film.
No.
Once again, your silence is deafening.
I'm out of fucks to give. You don't... I just checked
Sorry.
my wallet. It's empty.
I feel like, given the state that you're in, that making that joke is punch-down comedy.
I can't remember who the artist is, but there's a song that goes, I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have all run dry, I've tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy, and that's me. I want to say Thomas something hold on a second. Thomas Benjamin Wilde Esquire. That's it.
That is a hell of a name.
Right? It's a good song, too. Seriously, where the fuck are the Guardians? Or even just, okay.
Or at the very least, Peter Quill.
Yeah, I get why most of the Guardians might not be involved in this, because maybe it's mostly concentrated on Earth. What about Chris Pratt? The one who's on Earth and who you said would return? Or hey, what about all those beloved characters from Secret Invasion?
Do 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 do. Time's up. Lower your pens.
Also, where the fuck is Captain Marvel in this?
Yeah, where's Captain Marvel?
Where's Miss Marvel?
Yeah, just where are those three?
I understand. I can almost understand Monica because she's stuck in another universe, but you already said Beast is back. She was chilling with him.
Well, actually, wait, maybe that's how they pull Monica back in.
Unless it's a different Beast. Unless it's a different Beast. Who fucking knows? Multiverse, baby!
Well, no, that would actually be a crazy kernel to cast aside since she's with Beast in the different dimension version of her mother.
Oh, you know who else isn't here? Literally anybody from the TVA. You kind of think they'd be involved in this. Where's Sylvie?
Right.
Huh. I'm missing more people. I know I am. Because, I mean, when Avengers Infinity War came out, sure, it didn't have literally everybody, but it had most people. The only people who were missing were, what? I mean, it was Hawkeye and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Actually, technically, she hadn't even suited up as the Wasp. It was pretty much just Hawkeye and Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kraglin, I guess, but, not a big deal. So many characters would have a reason to be involved here who aren't here. And I'm sure this isn't the full list. Where the fuck is Spider-Man? But
honestly, Spider-Man is the most egregious absence to me, personally. That I can only assume that means there's some spicy things that'll happen in Spider-Man 4.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more coming, but as a basic cast list, this does not inspire me with hope. It just fills me with resigned defeat.
This does not spark joy.
No. Let's go to trailer time.
Let's do trailer time.
It's trailer! There isn't one.
There is no trailer time.
You know what? God, I almost want to make a bit where every time there's no trailer time, I cut the theme song off earlier. And eventually it just goes to, there's no trailer time.
Right.
The problem is, eventually, if we do this long enough, there will be enough times where we skip trailer time where that becomes unfeasible. So maybe I'll loop it back around. It's a cycle. It's an Ouroboros. Speaking of which, where the fuck is Ouroboros? Where's Kiwi Kwan?
Where is your Aurora Borealis?
At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely on the set of Avengers Doomsday.
You're right.
Anyways, let's go to box office.
Let's do the box office. There is no box office. No one went to see a single goddamn movie this weekend.
Oh, then I just imagined that, and I'm in worse shape than I thought. Anyways, we didn't see the highest grossing movie this weekend because you didn't see anything at all, and the movie I saw came in 5th place, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know what actually took 1st place?
Captain America?
No, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know if it's still in circulation.
I mean, how the fuck would... No, it was a working man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't fucking believe it either.
Part of me was like, should I make time to see this? I'm like, I don't think I need to.
And I didn't see it because I really only want to see it with you because you're a Jason Statham fan.
Yes, or at least I enjoy seeing Jason Statham do things, even though some of the things he does are not good things.
Even though, in a lot of ways, he's kind of like Gal Gadot, in that he's really just there for a specific set of skills, none of which involve acting.
Right.
But, no, so, I actually saw 2 movies. I'm not going to talk about The Woman in the Yard because, quite frankly, I don't know what to say. I made a whole new placement on the tier list for it, which is...
Did you now?
Yeah, I put it in try asking again.
Okay, the free bingo card slot.
Because every time I think about it, it's different. It's literally middle of the odometer, where I could either hate it, or respect it, or kind of like it, depending on what it is, and I have to keep reminding myself that, I'm not gonna get into it, but it literally made me make its own tier because I can't fucking decide.
Alright.
But, that was actually 4th place, $9.39 million domestically this weekend, and in total, it's currently sitting at a worldwide total of exactly the same, because we have no international release information yet.
Fair.
$12 million budget, so, it might actually make it might turn a decent profit.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 5th place, the movie I am going to talk about, which is Death of a Unicorn, $5.787 million domestically this weekend and in total. Also no worldwide release info yet. $15 million budget, though.
Okay, that's not great, but it's not as bad as it possibly could be.
No, but it's probably going to drop off because its cinema score isn't great. I don't think the reviews are particularly good, and also it's not a particularly great movie.
Oh boy. Which
is really unfortunate, and it's also part of why I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off. We have a second movie in one of the most movies of all time. Which, you know what?
Oh, womp womp.
This is actually shaping up to be a pretty decent year so far.
But just based on the spread?
Yeah, so far, not a single movie in Don't Pay Money to See This, not a single movie in Borderlands, and only 2 in one of the most fun movies of all time.
Okay.
So far, this is a pretty decent year. Maybe it's just because I'm going out of my way to avoid anything that looks like it's going to give me an aneurysm. But I don't know. I'm not a scholar.
It would be something. It's like if there ends up being a situation this year, which I feel like by process of elimination, it's going to happen at some point where
might be next week.
Yeah, where it's like I see a movie and you don't, and then it's like I'm the one who's like, so what tier does it go? And it's like, ooh, that's a tough one.
Well, no, you make your own tier list.
I mean, fair.
If you see something and I don't, it's not going on my tier list.
I
haven't seen it. I can't put it on my tier list.
Valid.
No, so, I mean, I want to put it on This Is Decent, but the problem is, you can't have a movie with Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega, Téa Leoni, Richard E. Grant, Will Poulter, and Anthony Carrigan. You can't take that cast, say, killer unicorn movie, go, have it come out, gestures vaguely at the movie like this.
On this radio format.
Yeah, and not have it... There's consequences. There's a reckoning. And the reckoning is, it's low on the tier list. Because it's just... It's kind of boring.
Oh, really?
It's pretty disappointing.
No, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I guess... I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting something zanier?
Which is saying something considering it's a movie with Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega centered on a dead fucking unicorn.
Right? When you say it like that! That's why it's as low as it is!
Mm-hmm.
You can't take that concept, do it this mediocre, and not have me upset about it.
Yeah.
Because I was looking forward to this. And then I came out of it going, you know, you didn't need Jenna Ortega for this.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't really do anything with Jenna Ortega in this.
Wait, is this the new version of The Dead Don't Die? Is that what we have right now?
No! No! The Dead Don't Die would either go under Don't Pay Money to See This, or it might go in Borderlands. No, you know, it's not boring enough. It's not Borderlands was an insensate movie. I came out of it feeling nothing. I didn't even have it in me to be mad. So The Dead Don't Die would be a tier lower than this, because The Dead Don't Die was straight up bad. I probably need more tiers in the bad category, but I don't know. Maybe I don't.
Well, I mean, I just look at it as the whole thing of this movie that looks really good on paper with this all-star crazy-ass cast, and then the end result is not good, to put it nicely.
You know what, when you put it like that, that's kind of fair. That's a fair point. Yeah, I like that. I respect that.
Mm-hmm. Unlike this movie.
Yeah, no. I almost feel like part of why... This is probably a spoiler, I'm not gonna get into it yet. So the premise is Paul Rudd's a single dad. Jenna Ortega is his college-age daughter, I think, because she's away at school and she came with him on a trip because his bosses want to give him a promotion or something, but they need to make sure he's all about family, so he brings his... God, I hate...
It's about family. Where's my jet black Dodge Charger?
God, I hate this trope, and the fact that it's obviously being used as a blatant setup for this movie doesn't save it, because it's dumb. So, his bosses are super rich, I don't remember what they do. I think they're like a big pharma company or something, or they have their fingers in a lot of pies, which is gross. Okay. Get your fingers out of there.
Yeah, it's like, man, not everyone likes all of these pies.
Yeah. Also, if you want a slice of the pie, just grab a fucking knife. Just grab a knife and one of them pie trowels.
Yeah, use a fork and a knife. Don't put your finger in it like a degenerate.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's gonna contaminate the whole pie. What's wrong with you?
Right.
Jesus, this ain't pizza. Is that where it's from? Nobody sticks their fingers in pizza.
I would hope so. What? That would raise even more eyebrows than sticking your finger in a pie.
I just pictured
Why are we like this?
I just pictured somebody like...
That was a ridiculous tangent.
It's about to get worse. I just pictured somebody sticking their fingers in a calzone and picking it up like a bowling ball.
Oh, that's nasty. Ugh. That's a disgusting thought. Where have those hands been? Good sir, or madam.
Whatever. Whoever you are, don't fucking do that. Don't stick your fingers in calzones. First of all, they're probably hot.
I was just reminded of, because I don't know if you're going to keep this in here, our friend telling a story about how she went to her local grocery store and saw a person, I'm pretty sure she said, she saw a person that was new, being trained, take the ladle for mac and cheese, eat out of it, and put it back in the mac and cheese.
Oh, God, what the fuck?
I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Now I'm just remembering you, when we watched Not Another Church Movie, going, don't sniff that! What's wrong with you? Oh, if nothing else, this has been a wonderful trip down memory lane.
Right.
Where was I going with this? Right, so his bosses are a bunch of fucking
nerds.
No, they're worse. They're a bunch of rich, blithering, fucking yuppie scumbags who are all about philanthropy, or as Jenna Ortega expressly puts it, reputation laundering for the oligarchy.
She is really too good at coming up with those kind of lines.
Or the writers are. I don't know if she does it on her own, but either way.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that bit. I didn't take a lot of notes, because unfortunately I dropped my pen under my seat 20 minutes in.
Nice.
Yeah, that was not great.
Well, how packed was the theater?
Not particularly, but I didn't feel like crawling around on the floor and missing part of the movie.
Mm.
You know how it goes.
Right.
This would have been, if I was still doing the monthly movie awards, this would be a worst parenting award contender.
Oh boy, really?
Yeah. So they run over a unicorn. I can't believe it's taken us this long to get to the unicorn.
So to talk about the title of the movie.
They accidentally run over a unicorn on their way to the lodge, and it turns out the unicorn's body has all kinds of healing properties, so naturally, his asshole bosses decide to exploit it for their own gain, and this draws the attention of a second, bigger, angrier, deadlier unicorn, who is incensed by the treatment of its kin, and it's out for blood. And, quite frankly, you know what? Maybe this isn't a spoiler. Watching a pack of rich assholes get their shit kicked in sideways by a unicorn is part of what's keeping this movie out of don't pay money to see this.
Fair enough.
Ideologically, I cannot let a movie that has a bunch of rich assholes getting fucked up by a unicorn be that low, unless it's terrible. And this is not that. This just is. This movie makes me, I'll give it credit, it makes me dislike Paul Rudd. His character.
Really?
Not the man, his character.
I say, I don't know if it's a spoiler to ask, but is Paul Rudd the winner of the Bad Parenting Award?
Yes, he is terrible. He's basically just brought his daughter along as a pity prop for this trip. And he does a whole thing about, I'm doing this for us, but he's clearly just doing it for him. He's a grubby, weaselly little sycophant who just keeps kissing up to his bosses, even as they continue to stumble their way. God, the worst thing about this movie is the fact that you're 5 steps ahead of even the ostensibly smart characters in this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, there's one part where something goes wrong, and they're just stumbling around, complaining about, why didn't it work? What's wrong? And I'm just sitting there thinking, it's because of this really fucking obvious thing, you ding-dongs. God fucking damn it. Yeah, let's see. I feel like the class commentary about the Leopolds, that's their name, I forgot. And now, cue that Looney Tunes bit of everybody just anxiously murmuring, Leopold. Jesus Christ, what even is this?
What have we become?
There's a couple pretty good kills in this, but nothing spectacular. You know what? There's one that's pretty alright, but the rest are... I mean, I guess to be fair, there's realistically only so many ways a unicorn's gonna kill a person.
Well, as I say, I can only assume just by, again, process of elimination, at least one person gets skewered by the unicorn.
Oh, yeah, that's not a spoiler, but...
Yeah, like, that's the obvious one.
I'd say it's a spoiler, but come on, you're not going to a killer unicorn movie not to watch somebody get shish kebabbed.
Yeah.
Like, let's be realistic here. But, and I mean, like...
Now, if multiple people get shish kebabbed in the same attack, you just have that happen, and little Timmy in the background go, oh, baby, a triple!
I don't know, I guess I figured because of the fact that, realistically speaking, there's only a few ways that a unicorn on its own is gonna kill somebody, you know, there's stomping on them, there's kicking them, there's skewering them with the horn. I guess I kind of figured they'd go a little more... Unicorn is an incarnation of divine wrath of nature and have it do some more mystical shit, and they hint at it, but only in ways that just kind of prevent them from reaching out for help, which is weird.
Right.
Actually, come to think of it, the unicorns have a certain affiliation to their powers that make me wonder why we never see it used in a more offensive manner. That's a little strange to me. Huh. It's best saved for the spoiler section, but... Huh. No, but fuck Paul Rudd in this. Will Poulter is the best one of the sleazy, stupid rich asshole bosses, because he's the boss's son. He's one of those rich kids with too much time on his hands. He's got all kinds of stupid ideas, and he's all about making a mood board and shit. And he's just a fucking idiot. He's an absolute tool. But it's Will Poulter, and he's really fucking funny. He's probably the funniest thing in this movie.
Alright.
But I can still barely remember any lines he has. Partly because I lost my pen partway through. I got it back at the end, but...
Oh, well, that's good, at least.
Yeah. Now I don't have to find another pen to continue taking notes. That's good. Also, there's one really... It's not really a spoiler, I don't think. There's one really fucking weird time jump where the internal lighting makes it, in a particular scene, makes it seem like it's maybe just dawn or about to be dawn. You know how it goes, where the sun's not quite up, or maybe there's a little bit of cloud cover or something. And then, when they cut, and realistically speaking, it's probably only been 2 minutes or something, it's the middle of the fucking day.
Oh, okay.
It was really goddamn weird. And then, when it ends, it's all just kind of, it ends.
Oh, like it's very anticlimactic?
It's really unsatisfying in a number of different ways.
Okay.
All in all, I don't know, I mean, it won't kill you to go see it, unlike a unicorn. But, just, what a waste of an idea.
Unfortunate.
It really is. I don't know. Should I do a spoiler section, do you think? I'm gonna do a spoiler section.
Let's see, if you feel like you have it in you to do a spoiler section.
So if you don't want to get spoiled on Death of a Unicorn, make sure to click away in 3, 2, 1. So one of the funniest things Will Poulter has going on in this movie is they figure out that pulverized unicorn horn is a very potent healing compound, and this asshole just decides to fucking snort some, and...
Man, god damn it, I was getting ready to make that joke too!
It's an obvious joke!
And they turn it into cocaine.
It's an older code, sir, but it checks out.
I haven't even seen this movie!
No. And that's one of the funniest things in the movie. In the back half of the movie is just this fucking rich asshole son just constantly ducking away to snort unicorn horn. And...
Oh my god.
He keeps... It's so funny, because touching the unicorn horn has given other characters Vision Quest type things where they can pierce beyond the veil. And this guy's apparently just using it to get high, and for all his talk about it giving him great ideas, it really doesn't.
Oh boy, I was to say, it's like, this is something where he snorts the cocaine, and in doing so, the unicane, and in snorting the unicane, does it heal his brain?
No, he's still stupid.
Okay.
Still a big dumb idiot. There's a pretty decent joke, I guess. It's actually... I guess it's less of a joke and more of a character trait of Richard E. Grant's character, Odell. He's the main boss. He's the dad of the family who was dying of cancer or something of the such and then gets healed by the unicorn. He's constantly referring back to practices by various indigenous peoples, but they're not relevant in the slightest, or if they are, he's completely misinterpreting them. Like, he's talking about some tribe in Africa that hunts lions with nothing but a bow and arrow, and then he's like, as I have done in the past, but with an assault rifle.
Alright.
That's fun. That's pretty funny. It's kind of weird to me, because there seems to be an electrical theme with these unicorns.
Okay.
In the form of, they apparently emit some kind of electromagnetic radiation from their horn.
Oh.
Also there's 2 unicorns on the attack, because the one that got run over is actually a baby.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, so the parents are on the attack.
Nice.
And when they start going on a rampage, there's a purple aurora borealis that goes on, and all electronics short out. But the unicorns never really do anything electrical until the end, where it turns out they can revive the dead, but only when 2 of them tap their horns together, and it creates a miniature fucking lightning storm. So it makes me wonder, why the fuck weren't they summoning lightning bolts on anybody, aside from budget? Probably budget.
As I say, do people come back, like, alive, or as they come back as zombies?
No, alive. Happens to Paul Rudd.
That's gotta be fun, because considering that Paul Rudd is the winner of the Bad Parenting Award, I imagine when he comes back to life, you're just like, oh, god damn it, can't we just have him suffer the consequences of his actions?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what happens. Because he's supposed to be having a heartfelt scene, because it turns out, they tried giving the baby's body back to the parents, and the parents aren't having it, and it's because they're still hoarding the baby's horn, which apparently they needed in order to bring the baby back to life, I guess. But yeah, I'm talking about Death of a Unicorn. It's fucked up, but not in the fun way, in the dumb way.
What?
Sorry, I just had somebody walk by while I was saying some weird out of context shit.
Nice.
But by which I mean it's in the context of this review, but for anybody who's not paying attention, really weird. So they try giving the body back, but because the horn is missing, the parents aren't having it, and they proceed to rip the scientist in half, which is actually probably the best death in the movie, just because
Nice.
It's a little more creative than just, oh hey,
Being
one gets
skewered.
scored on the horn. Actually, they just grab onto her and rip. There it goes.
Oof.
Yeah, that was pretty good. It turns out Paul Rudd has the horn because he's like, I wanted to make sure we got out of this with something, because even though the rich asshole bosses are promising him a partner position, they're not formalizing anything, and they keep having him do all the grunt work. And you'd think after a point he'd get sick of their shit, but no. He keeps still disregarding his daughter, who knows entirely too much about this from one single fucking Google search, but hey, whatever.
Right.
No, she literally gets all the information just by Googling unicorn tapestries. Which, hey, whatever. Maybe this is a satire. No, I don't think it is.
Is it trying too hard for it to be a satire?
It's trying a little too hard to be a satire. So then Paul Rudd's just going, yeah, look, I promised your mom when she was dying that I would do whatever it took to look after you, but clearly I was doing the things that I was trying to get weren't the things that you needed, so I guess I was doing it all for me, and I'm sorry, and I'm gonna lure the unicorns away with this horn so you can get out of here, but then he comes back because the asshole son is using Jenna Ortega as a lure for the unicorns because she's a pure maiden, so they'll actually be pacified in her presence.
Okay.
So then Paul Rudd's character comes back, stabs Will Poulter in the gut with a unicorn horn, and then he gets stabbed with an arrow, so he's bleeding out. The unicorns, which are both gray at this point, end up tapping their horns together, bring Paul Rudd and the baby back to life, making a little miniaturized thunderstorm. They turn white, so there's a real thundercloud analogy going on here, but again, they don't really do much with it, aside from it's neat visual effects / shut down all the electronics in the house, big fucking whoop. So Paul Rudd's alive, but then they get arrested because the cops show up, and obviously there's a fucking bloody mess at this place, and they're the only survivors. And then the unicorns come running upside the police car, and Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega buckle up, and the unicorns get ready to ram the police car, and that's where it ends.
Okay. Alright.
It's not great.
It doesn't sound like it.
No. As you can tell by my total lack of enthusiasm here at the end.
Yeah, you have the same level of enthusiasm that the movie had at its ending.
I don't know, if anything, the problem is the movie had too much enthusiasm at the ending, because it's just, I mean, yeah, I guess I'm happy Jenna Ortega's happy, but honestly, she's an adult. She'd probably be better off without this asshole.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know, I guess I just expected more whimsy.
You said more pizzazz.
Which is a fucked up thing to say about a killer unicorn movie, but what's the point of doing a killer unicorn movie if you're not gonna just go utter absurdity? Like, yes, here's this pure, fluffy creature associated with inherent goodness and maidenhood and shit, and it's just going around fucking people's days up. Shoot a rainbow beam out of its horn or something, I don't fucking know.
Right.
That'd be pretty funny. Only, actually, fuck, you know what? Maybe it was a budget problem. I don't fucking know. But, just imagine, unicorn shoots a rainbow beam, and you're not sure what it does, and then it turns out you've been horrifically irradiated. And you just start decaying.
I got walking Chernobyl over here.
Yeah. Give it weird fucking magical powers beyond just
skewering people with its horn.
Or do something with the electrical shit. I don't fucking know. Unistorm? Yeah. I don't know. That could be something. Unicornado?
Unicornado.
Fuck, do I have to make this?
Horrorcorn Katrina.
Horrorcorn Katrina. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
By Which, I mean, both a little insensitive, but also it's been like 20 fucking years. Primarily, it's just a bad joke.
Ew. Not my greatest, that's for sure.
Oh, man. Thundercorn? I don't know.
Welcome to the Thundercorn!
Come on, guys, can't we just get beyond Thundercorn?
Right.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like the best thing to come out of seeing this movie is the mental image of somebody picking up a calzone like a bowling ball.
Okay, so that means that this is the equivalent of, I forget the name of it, but the Bill Skarsgård movie where
Boy Kills World.
Yeah, where it's like the best thing out of this movie was finding out that your refill cup actually expired at the end of the year.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't pay full price for this, that's for sure.
Right.
But I think that about wraps this up.
$5 bin movie. Yeah,
$5 bin. I mean, maybe I'll put it on the movie night list, but it's not like Snow White where, God, if you told me at the start of this one that Snow White would be instantly going on the movie list and Death of a Unicorn would be, I don't know, I guess I'll have to think on it, I would have said, you're fucking crazy. But here we are.
Here we fucking are.
I'm losing my voice and my fucking mind. And I can't get Regal to pull up the list of coming soon movies so I can make sure about what's coming out.
Right.
Are you serious?
Because the Regal app hates you. Let's see. Hold on, I can probably do it.
Because, I mean, a Minecraft movie comes out, but I kind of don't wanna.
Yeah, don't want a little bit.
Oh, Freaky Tales is out. I guess that's an option.
And it's not loading for me either.
Oh, it's finally working for me. Oh, you know what we could go see? Hell of a Summer.
Ooh, remind me which one that is?
The slasher movie at a summer camp.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that does look very funny. Oh,
yeah.
Wait, when is The Amateur?
Let's find out. If it's this weekend, though, you might be seeing it solo. No, it's next weekend.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, no matter what, we have options.
We at least have options. I mean, The Amateur might be the thing I go see the weekend after this upcoming weekend, because otherwise there's Drop, which
looks fucking stupid.
Yeah, it does. So, I don't know, I guess I'm probably aiming for Hell of a Summer first, maybe Minecraft if I hate myself. Oh, wait, when are showtimes for Screamboat? God damn it.
I forgot about that movie.
It's only Wednesday and Thursday at 7:20. Are you kidding me?
Wait, this Wednesday and Thursday or next Wednesday?
This Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, also Sunday, but it's 7:30 and 10:05.
Oh, that's just unforgivable times there.
Boy, it would really be something. You know what? I'm going to make it my mission. I'm going to watch Hell of a Summer and Screamboat just so I have two options and therefore reasons not to see a Minecraft movie.
Fair.
Because I don't care about a Minecraft movie. I just don't give a shit. It is not for me. So, why the hell am I going to subject myself to that?
Right.
But the siren call of that video potentially going viral and getting us views.
Or at least a short from it.
The siren call of YouTube subscribers. But it's not a guarantee. It's not even a particularly good bet. So,
right.
Anyways, regardless of what I decide to subject myself to this weekend, this has been Under the Bridge with Cody, aka the Scarlet Troll.
And with Greg, aka Greg.
And we will catch you all next week, where maybe we'll get Greg's mom's opinion on Fearless and Brave.
Right.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.